It's 12 o'clock. Thank you for joining us at this time. You are watching news analysis live on Politics and Business TV. The top stories. Federal government, through the Ministry of Interior, unveils handbook on citizenship administration in Nigeria. Governor Siminalayi Fubara of Rivers State assures people of the state of accelerated growth and development. Former Emir of Kano Sanusi Lamido urges Central Bank of Nigeria to go ahead with the relocation of selected departments from Abuja to Lagos. Details coming up shortly. Welcome back. I am Omohefe Peace of Semere. Now, the federal government, through the Ministry of Interior, has disclosed its readiness to transform citizenship management and business administration in Nigeria. The Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, made this known during the unveiling of a new handbook on citizenship administration in Nigeria. He noted that if the provisions in the documents are followed, it will help develop the country. The handbook prescribed conditions for the acquisition of citizenship by foreigners and citizens born outside Nigeria by Nigerian parents, among others. It also prescribed conditions for citizenship by investment, amongst which is evidence of the required amount for investment pegged at a minimum of $1 million. Tunji-Ojo added that the document was capable of transforming the management of citizenship and business administration in Nigeria like never before. Moving on now to other matters, where checks by a national daily on the national grid data posted on the system operators grid data portal showed that as at yesterday, 19 power generation plants were on the grid. Azura Power was reportedly off grid despite beginning the day at 434 megawatts. Egbin Power, the nation's largest power plant, was at 325 megawatts, far below its daily average supply to the grid of about 600 megawatts. According to media reports, this implies that the recent increase in electricity tariff by the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission (NERC) has failed to translate to improvement in power supply, as on-grid generation fell to 3,383 megawatts as at 3 p.m. yesterday. The NERC had in the new multi-year tariff order, which took effect on January 1, said though the tariff has been raised, consumers would continue to pay the old rate while the government would pay for the gap as a subsidy amounting to 1.6 trillion naira in 2024. We head on now to Rivers State, where the governor, Siminalayi Fubara, has said people of the state should expect accelerated growth and development with the legal battles challenging his elections now over. Fubara stated this during a statewide broadcast today following the affirmation of his electoral victory by the Supreme Court of Nigeria yesterday. While expressing gratitude to God for emerging victorious, Fubara dedicated his victory to God and the good people of Rivers State. While expressing, he reflected that the litigation experience was a tortuous journey that had now validated the choice and eventually confirmed the mandate freely given to him by the electorate. The governor said the Supreme Court verdict is an immeasurable energizer to accelerate governance with the utmost sense of commitment for the benefit of all Rivers people, irrespective of political persuasion or ethnic affiliation. And now in Bayelsa State, where the state government said it is working on plans to make the teaching and learning of Ijaw, French and Chinese languages, as well as science and mathematics, a priority in public schools in the state. It stated that the essence of emphasizing the teaching of the three languages and the core science subjects, including mathematics, was to prepare and equip children to take full advantage of career opportunities in those subjects. The Deputy Governor, Lawrence Erujakbo, disclosed this during a courtesy visit by the state chapter of the Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria in Government House in Yenagoa. He explained in a statement issued by his Senior Special Assistant on Media, Dobara Atasi, that the growing economic influence of China in global affairs as a major state actor in world trade and commerce justified the inclusion of Chinese as a subject in the school curriculum. You're watching news analysis live on Politics and Business TV. Still to come, police command in Jigawa arrests 3 suspects over alleged theft of 48 goats in Babura and Kiawa local government areas of the state. Details of this and more after the break. Do join us again. Right, welcome back from that break. You're watching news analysis live on Politics and Business TV. The police command in Jigawa says it has arrested 3 suspects over the alleged theft of 48 goats in Babura and Kiawa local government areas of the state. The Commissioner of Police in the state, Ahmadu Abdullahi, told newsmen in Dutse that a suspect were arrested in separate operations between Monday and Tuesday. Abdullahi said 2 of the suspects, identified as Abdullahi Usman at the age of 20 and also Hassan Ado at the age of 22, allegedly conspired with one Tasiu Umar, now at large, and stole 26 goats worth 1.3 million naira. The commissioner said one Hassan Ibrahim of Abari village in Niger Republic had on January 22nd at about 9 a.m. approached the Babura police station and reported the theft of his goats worth 1.3 million naira. He said the command, upon receipt of the report, swung into action, leading to the arrest of Usman Ado, as well as the recovery of 8 goats in their possession. The commissioner said that the suspects, during interrogation, confessed to having stolen the 26 goats and also confirmed that 18 of the goats were sold to Abdullahi Amadu of Kunyafa village and one Mustafa of Madangana village, both at large, at the cost of 210,000 naira. Now, the former Emir of Kano, Sanusi Lamido, has urged the Central Bank of Nigeria to go ahead with the move to relocate selected departments from Abuja headquarters to Lagos. The former CBN governor, in a statement, deemed the move as necessary, citing the larger infrastructure capacity in the Lagos office. The Apex Bank's decision to relocate some of its department, particularly from Abuja to Lagos, had ignited controversies in the past weeks, particularly from the northern political class. They argued that such relocation may exacerbate economic disparities between the north and the south. Sanusi advised the CBN governor Olayemi Kadoso against yielding to political pressures surrounding the contentious move. Also, we understand that the presidency on Wednesday said that the Bola Tinubu administration was not planning to relocate the federal capital territory, federal capital of Nigeria, back to Lagos, its previous location. It described the insinuations as a creation of those it called mischief makers bent on fueling a needless ethnic mistrust to pit the north against the southern part of the country. This followed the federal government's recent decision to relocate the Department of Banking Supervision of the Central Bank of Nigeria to Lagos, and the directive of the Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development FAAN to relocate the head office of the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria to Lagos. Northern senators and youth have expressed displeasure over the move, which they contended was a calculated move to shortchange the North. Amplifying the dissenting voices from the north, the senator representing Borno South Senatorial District, Ali Ndume, said President Tinubu was being misinformed by political cartels to make wrong decisions. Ndume said the president was being ill-advised by Lagos boys in the corridors of power, stressing that the planned relocation would have political consequences. But responding to the northern voices on Wednesday, the presidency, in a statement by the president's special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, dismissed these claims and affirmed that the Tinubu-led administration was working tirelessly to be just and equitable to every section of the country, thereby urging restraint on the part of those it called rumormongers who distract every government from the noble objective of meeting the yearnings and aspirations of Nigerians. Right, joining us now to discuss this is a public affairs analyst, Comrade Saliu Mahmoud Dantata. He joins us live from Kano State, Nigeria. Good afternoon to you, Comrade.
Good afternoon, Efe.
Right, thank you so much for joining us. I mean, it's been the both of us, all week long on this show. Thank you so much for your time and commitment.
Thank you, Efe. Thank you very much.
Right now, how did you receive the news of these relocations, and did it come to you as a surprise? Let's start that way.
Well, it came to me as a surprise, and when you look at it from all backgrounds, you can see that whoever gave that advice at this time did not give the president and commander-in-chief, Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, good advice at this time. At the time, we are battling with issues of insecurity, we are battling with issues of high cost of living, then now issues of relocation of offices that easily could be extended to some sites of the FCT or neighboring states are being discussed, which ought not to be. So in the first place, they are trying to, like the deposed emir of Kano, His Highness Sanusi, Lamido Sanusi, trying to say is giving the affirmation that he should be moved. Why was it that during his tenure as CBN governor, even knowingly to him that it was built for 30,000 capacity, and now it has exceeded its range by engineering standards, it did not deem it fit to relocate departments like the Banking Supervision Department and those of others to Lagos? Emefiele was there for almost how many years? 2 administrations did not deem it fit to relocate those departments to Lagos until Cardoso, a Lagosian, came. No matter what, nobody will believe it. Then going to the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria. What we know by what standards? You make headquarters of offices to be stationed where the Federal Capital Territory is. Like I will give you an example of India. New Delhi is where you have headquarters of most of their offices, not Bombay, not Mumbai. So also other parts of other capitals across the world. So why are they trying to justify things that cannot be justifiable? So no matter what defense they give, nobody is going to take them serious, and their cannot be enough. It is ill-timed and it is not right. Abuja is big. If you say the capacity is 4,000, CBN has a lot of branches, even within outside the FCT control office. They also have certain other buildings. Like they have a research building in Maitama. If you know Maitama very well, from MTN, when you are going down to Mississippi, before you get to that junction, by the left there is a CBN Research Institute there. That building is big enough after you pass the defense guest house. So what are we saying? You see, we are not people that are left behind that will say we don't know. So most of their justification for the relocation is not right. So I don't think what should be done at this time is relocation of FAAN headquarters or some department of CBN to Lagos. Abuja is there. If they are not comfortable within the metropolis, Gwagwalada is there as part of Abuja. Kuje is there as part of Abuja. Buhari is there as part of Abuja. Kubwa is there as part of Abuja. Nyanya is there as part of Abuja. So the CBN, as I know, has other, branches of their offices, even within the Federal Capital Territory. So I think they are not telling us the truth. It is not right. They have an agenda, and I think the northern elites, Arewa Consultative Forum, and other personalities in the Senate and other that are opposing it are doing it in the right way.
All right, comrade, now let me come in, but thank you so much for that, viewpoint. Will it be intelligent to say that this move has some sort of, opposition, agenda attached to it?
Yes, they have ulterior motive. It's a regional agenda. Don't forget, we have groups like FAAN and Nadeko and what have you, who never want Nigeria to be won by statements and what have you. And like I emphasize to you, I, for one, I do not succumb to any tribal agitation. That was why over time, even before these administrations, we've always stood for one Nigeria. They should learn from late governor of Lagos, Lateef Jakande. Till Lateef Jakande died, the quality and and the eminence of Lateef Jakande in Nigerian political history. He was governor of Lagos State during Shagari administration. He was Minister of Works and Housing. He brought a lot of transformation to the media. All this guild of editors, newspaper proprietors association of Nigeria, Union of Journalists. He established Nigerian Institute of Journalists alongside his other contemporaries and what have you. Lateef Jakande was also a Yoruba man. He never had this kind of idea. So what I'm trying to say is that at this time, we don't need that. It is a regional agenda, and whoever is advising the president, he should say no. He's now president and commander-in-chief. President to House of Fulani, president to Igbo, Ishekiri, Bini, Boko Baru, Batonu, Yoruba, Fulani, and Gas Birom. Every tribe in Nigeria is a president now, not only for the Southwest. So I think he should leave above board and say no to this.
All right, comrade, justifying this, plans to relocate, the department, of the CBN to Lagos, and also the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria to Lagos. Now, the presidency has come out to say that this move is not ill-intended, and also relocating the Department of Banking Supervision of the Central Bank of Nigeria to Lagos, it's coming on the heels of commercial banks, being headquartered in Lagos. So perhaps they are taking a look also at the economic, value or addition it will add. Don't you think so?
Well, I don't think so, because if you are trying to give that justification, even a primary school people wouldn't believe them. How come NNPC did not relocate to Bayelsa, Yenagua, or Port Harcourt, or even Aja or Lekki, where you have Chevron, Shell, and what have you? Most of the multinational oil companies, they are in the South. So if that is their justification, let NNPC as well be moved to either Yenagua, headquarters of Bayelsa, where you have most of the multinational oil companies headquarters, or Port Harcourt, or another side. Or you move the headquarters of Ministry of Power to Kanji, Niger State, where you have the largest dam in the country. You see, there are certain things people should think before talking. We are not kids. There are a lot of institutions in FCT here, Federal Capital Territory, that have where their strongholds are in other parts of the country, which you know. So the issues we are saying, you cannot say because you have headquarters of banks in Lagos, that justified your movement of the banking supervision to Lagos, or because you have headquarters of Murtala Mohammed Airport for international flight. Don't they do international flight in Kano? Don't they do international flight in Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport? These are the questions we should ask them. So no matter what defense they bring, we will not believe it. They have their agenda, and their agenda has been exposed. There are even allegations and rumors that they are renovating part of Dodam Barracks, where this spate of insecurity in FCT might be used as justification for the president to say, okay, I want to walk halfway in Lagos.
All right, let me
out there.
Let me come in real quick.
Nigeria has moved from a country to a nation. Let us promote oneness, let us promote unity, and discard regional or tribal agitation or agenda.
Indeed, comrade, but do you also have fears that, since we've been, having conversations around agenda, or, whether or not that is the scenario on ground, do you also have fears that there are plots to relocate, the nation's capital from Abuja to Lagos, where it used to be before?
Well, the rumors we are having is that they are also planning to relocate the capital territory to Lagos.
But the presidency has dismissed those, fears.
Well, you see, who is in the presidency is Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Where is he from? So these are the questions you should ask. You see, sometimes government defense don't go a long way, because they will always defend in one way or the other. And thank God we are not alien to governors. We've been there. We know what is in it. But the fact remains that this FCT has come to stay, because in 1976, when late General Murtala Mohammed initiated the movement, were for certain reasons. One, the congestion, the traffic, and other issues, which today you see people are enjoying. You can move freely from here to there and others.
Right.
Then the man that heard the concept after the initiation of the idea, Justice Akinola Aguda, is a Yoruba man. He will have as well convinced Murtala to say, no, we don't want it. So among them there, who is more knowledgeable than late Justice Akinola Aguda, that was chairman of the Federal Capital concept by Murtala Mohammed. So Abuja has come to stay. And mind you, Abuja is not North. Abuja is for everybody. The way you as Omorefe will have freedom in Abuja, so I as Saliu, so also Adebayo, so Chinedu. So it's a center of unity.
But comrade, isn't that the same thing with Lagos? Lagos is for everybody, isn't it? Because right there in Lagos, you have Igbos, you have Yorubas, you have the Hausas, you have the Nupes, you have the Ishekis.
No. You see, having tribes in Lagos cannot make Lagos to be like FCT. Okay, now, proximity to other states. Outside the southwestern states, how many states does Lagos have proximity to? But look at that of FCT. You want to get into Plateau, from Plateau, you move Benue, Nasarawa, you move to Taraba, you move to Adamawa, Gombe, Bauchi, others. You pass through the Nyanya route. It takes you there. Then you want to move to Niger, or you move to Kwara, or so what have you. You pass through Suleja, you go to Mina. Then you want to go to southeast, south, and others. You move through Ajaokuta, Lokota, all these areas. So you just calculate it via Gwagwalada. So that is the difference. That makes FCT to be center of unity. It differs from Lagos, and Lagos also is on waterland. So there are quite a number of differences if you cast it yourself.
Okay, now it's really disturbing how mixed reactions have been trailing this moves to relocate departments and also the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria to Lagos. But how best can the thought patterns of Nigerians be adjusted to accommodate diverse regional political and ethnical views, if you like?
You see, there are certain things we must do which has been in the process. Number one, no matter the urgency or sensitivity certain hasty decisions must not be taken, just the way Mr. President is doing with the planned relocation of FAAN headquarters as well as some departments under CBN that can bring diversity and unity. But Muhammadu Buhari is a northerner. He has been there for 8 years before Tinubu was elected. He never moved headquarters of any federal institution to either Kano, Kaduna, or any other place. If we must enthrone through orientation of acceptability of all the tribes in Nigeria and a culture of tolerance, of togetherness, then we must maintain this concept brought by late General Ahmad Mohammed as FCT as the capital territory. There were other tribes there that we came and resettled them. Even up to now, some of them are shouting that they've not been resettled completely, but it still stands. Where today, in the houses in Asokoro, Maitama, Wusetu, everywhere, every tribe of Nigeria house there where you can hardly see anybody laying claim that Abuja is mine than yours and what have you. Not even the tribes like Bagi, Gade, Basa, Gana, Kwandara, and other tribes that were here before the location and identification of FCT as new capital territory. So we should promote certain norms that I just emphasized. Then this kind of movement of agencies and parastatals, they sow seed of discord. It means tomorrow, if another person takes government from Tinubu through electoral victory or whatever, then if it's the South-Southerner, it means half of the federal agency will be moved to the South. So if it's Southeastern, if it's Northern, and whatever. So I think status quo must be maintained. Those institutions should be made to stay in order to promote national unity.
All right. Thank you very much, Comrade Saliu Dantata. I'm afraid we just have to leave the conversation here. But before I let you go, how is Kano, by the way? How is the weather?
Kano is very fine, from Kantenkwari to Sabon Gari Market to Yadakwari outskirts to Maiduguri Road to Gadan Lado to Kabuga to Jambuza Barracks to Region Zaki, Region Lemo, Yakasai to Enkaba to Bombay to Government House, Tarauni area, and all parts of Kano, Kurna, Brigade, Bukavu, everywhere is peaceful and everybody is moving the way the tricycle, the car is moving, so the vehicles are moving, including commercial and private, and things are going on, and people that even sell gurasa are doing their market very well.
Please do well to get me some gurasa on your way back from Kano. Thank you so much, Comrade.
I will do that.
Thank you.
By God's grace.
Do have the best of the weekend.
To you too. Thank you very much. Thank
you. Comrade Saliu Mahmood Dantata is a public affairs analyst, and just like you heard, he joined us live from Kano State today to discuss whether or not, it is justified that, the federal government, of course, is making moves to relocate a department of the banking supervision, of course, of the Apex Bank and also the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria to Lagos. We'll leave the conversation here. Of course, this is obviously a developing story, and we hope to bring you more update as they unfold. Thank you so much for watching. I am Omo FAP Sosemere. I'll be back at the top of the hour with the news update. Good afternoon.